your notes, go to write example 1. The loan amount is $880.69. Going to put that there, example 1. But T-Mobile is going to charge Dougie, they're going to charge Doug 10%. At 10% APR for 2 years. They want Doug to pay his iPhone off in 2 years. Go ahead and write that down. We're only going to do 2 examples, then we're going to go outside of the scavenger hunt, so pay attention, because I don't want you to be all lost when we get outside. $880.69 at 10% APR for 2 years. All right, here we go. So the beauty of this monthly payment formula, we're going to figure out how much Doug's going to pay per month to T-Mobile. The beauty of this monthly payment formula is only 3 variables. The P is the amount loaned, the loan amount. The R, though, remember R is the APR divided by 12 months. It's always a little fraction. The R is always a fraction. It's the annual percentage rate as a decimal divided by 12, right, Starks? And N is going to be, can someone tell me what N is from their notes from last Thursday? What is N? You have to say it.
Number of payment
To pay off the loan, to finally finish paying off the iPhone. That's what N is, the number of payments. To finally be finished with paying it off. So it's only 3 variables. You guys did a flip grid on this last week. At least most of you did. P is a loan. R is the rate divided by 12, but as a percent decimal, the numerator is going to be a decimal, the APR divided by 12. And then N is the number of payments that Doug is required to pay the dang phone off. Let's see what happens. Here we go. MP, monthly payment is, here we go. P times R. Principal is T-Mobile's giving him that. They're loaning him $880.69. That's my P. 880.69 times the rate. That's the annual percentage rate divided by 12 months a year. So let's see. The APR is 10%. How do you write 10% as a pure decimal? 0.1. 0.1. Divided by 12. Look at, there's your rate. So I got P times R times, watch this now, 1 plus the rate again, R again. Well, that's the same thing, 0.1 divided by 12. Remember, we're going to let the calculator do all the work. We don't have to worry about all this. We're just going to press buttons after we set it up, we're just pressing buttons after. To the nth power. How many payments is Doug going to have to pay off his iPhone? How many total payments will he make?
24.
24. How'd you get 24, Mr. Campos, for the rest of the class, please?
12 months times 2.
Right. It's 2 years. 12 months in a year. 12 times 2 is 24. So Doug is going to have 24 payments to pay off this iPhone. That's the 24th power. There's my numerator. Let me work on my denominator. The cool thing is the denominator is the same as the numerator. Look at right here, this part and this part are the same. So I'm going to rewrite 1 plus R, that's 0.1 divided by 12 to the 24th power, minus 1. Wow. Really? We set it up. That's it. Now I'm going to let the calculator do all the work. Let me get my calculator out. Here we are. Watch me do it. Remember that last Thursday we did this? Here we go. It's gonna type all that stuff in. 880.69 times 0.1 divided by 12, close that parenthesis. So it's P times R times 1 plus 0.112. Actually 1 plus 0.1 divided by 12. Close that parenthesis. To the 24th power. I'm right here now. Oops. The 24th power, I'm going to hit the A to the B power button, so that's 24. Click to the right, divide that puppy. I'm going to work on the denominator now. The cool thing is the denominator is the same thing as the numerator, at least a portion of it, so I'm going to copy and paste. Let me highlight this right here, boom. Control C, Control V. Nice. And then put -1. There we are. So Doug is going to pay every month for 2 years, on top of the internet service that T-Mobile provides and the texting that they provide. Just for the phone, he's going to pay $40.64. There's a monthly payment. Okay. Please work, please work. $40.64 is Doug's monthly payment for 2 years. Let's see how much T-Mobile's going to make off of Doug for lending him the $800.69. Let's see how much money they make off of him. The amount of money they make off of Doug is called the finance charge. Let's see how much money they make off of him. Look at Doug will pay this how many times before he pays it off? How many times is Doug going to pay $40.64? 24 times. Watch. 40.64 times 24 payments. Let's see how much Doug's going to pay out. Watch. Stay with me, Haywood. 40.64 times 24 payments, that's 2 years. Look at what Doug's paying. He's paying $975.36. But he only borrowed $800.80 and 69 cents from T-Mobile. So T-Mobile's making some money off of Doug. Not only are they selling him the phone, he's paying more than he borrowed. How much more? Well, the how much more is what T-Mobile keeps. That's called the finance charge. Look at finance charge. FC. You're going to see that on the DMT, by the way. The finance charge is the total, the payment times how many payments to pay it off. Look at, it's $975.36. That's how much Doug will pay. In 2 years, he'll pay that much total. $975.36. I took the monthly payment and just multiplied by 24. Subtract what he borrowed. $880.69 to take that iPhone home. So what does T-Mobile make off of Doug? Let's see. They not only made money off the phone, they made money off of lending them the money for the phone. Let's see. $975.36 minus $880.69. T-Mobile made $94.67 on top of just a normal profit they make on selling them the phone. So $94.67 is the finance charge. So FC means finance charge. You'll see that question on the DMT later. It's the total paid after 2 years minus what they lent him. So they made $94.67 off of Doug just for lending him the money. Last example. Unless there's any questions. One more example, we're gonna do a scavenger hunt. So this is straightforward. This is what you're gonna see outside. The loan amount, the APR, the percent APR for, watch this now, 15 years. So I got a 15-year loan for $150,000. Let's find the monthly payment. Find monthly payment. But for this one, I just want you to set it up. Let's not press the calculator, just set the formula up and we're done. That's all we're gonna do outside, is just set up the formula. I don't want you having a calculator. Just set the formula up. Write this down. Let me get a picture of that formula. There we are. Copy that. Boom. 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 Just set the formula up for me. How about that? I'll give you a few minutes. Give that a shot.